How do you? This is John, and today we're talking about Swapped, a movie that recently came on Netflix. And in Swapped, it deals with this creature named Ollie. He is part of a species known as pukus, and he ends up accidentally turning into this bird-like creature. I forget what they're called. But then this other bird-like creature named Ivy, again I forget the species name, tries to help him, gets turned into a puku. So now they're trying to help each other after they've basically swapped species to try and figure out a way to get back to their own species. Ivy, the bird-like creature, and Ollie, the puku. Okay, now, so to get things started, first and foremost, what I liked about the movie. I absolutely loved how this movie felt a lot like what Pixar movies used to feel like. Because it did, it felt a lot like the old Pixar movies from back when I was growing up. It actually has, heartfelt moments, heartfelt messages about, friendship and how, you can't always keep yourselves separate. You have to unite in order to be stronger against, some darker, more powerful force other than you, which, given the current state of the world, I do think that that was a very necessary thing to say in this movie. And it's handled in a fashion where it benefits the story that they're telling rather than just being a cheap, maybe slightly political thing to say. Okay, telling people to get along isn't exactly political, but there are worse things out there than petty differences. And to be honest, I do understand why it felt like an old Pixar movie, because there's a couple people who worked on this movie that previously worked for Pixar. John Lasseter, one of the producers of the movie, used to work for Pixar. I would say I wish he was still working for Pixar, but considering how Disney is, yeah, it's better he works for Skydance. As far as the story goes, the story is easy to understand. However, what they wrapped within it is, in fact, the meat and potatoes of the whole thing. It's a story that, as it goes on, it keeps unraveling things, and the payoff at the end is definitely strong. And also, the two lead characters, they're great together. They're two characters that have vast differences beyond just species, but they have to get along in order to return to their natural species. Ollie being a puku, Ivy being the bird thing. But it's not just that. You see, the birds did something bad to the pukus. And, Ollie, he's hurt by this. And there is this heart to heart moment where they talk and they realize they've both dealt with the same thing, just not at the same time, and they begin to understand each other. And also, the animation is gorgeous. The movie was animated by Skydance Animation. They're kind of a new group. They're trying to compete with Pixar and DreamWorks and also Illumination. They're kind of stuck on the streaming side of things. But I can tell you right now, Skydance Animation has a lot of potential. This isn't the first movie of theirs I've seen. I also watched Luck, which they made for Apple not too long ago. And, their animation style is gorgeous. You can tell they're definitely heavily influenced by, of course, Pixar, but also DreamWorks. But instead of copying everything that those two do, they're doing their own thing a little bit. It looks similar to those two, but it's not exact. If anything, this movie's more colorful than those two whose movies have been the last half decade. Now, in terms of problems with the movie, I would definitely argue that there is moments where the movie did get a little too repetitive. Like, here's this situation going on. Okay, let's go do this. Oh crap, I'm an obstacle. Here, let us overcome it. And it's the same obstacle. It's kind of the same situation throughout a good chunk of the movie. I did not care for that because, I'm the kind of person that doesn't like overt repetition. And I also think that there were also a couple of unfortunate cop-out moments. Like, oh, this certain dark thing looks like it happened. Oh, wait, no. Nope, happiness happened. Not every kid's movie has to be overtly lighthearted and stuff. Back when I was a kid, there were some dark kids movies that still, yes, had endings of hope. But they didn't cop out when a certain event would happen and said character or whatever wouldn't make it. This movie, it's just, with Swapped, it's just cop outs. Because again, you can have dark moments in kids' movies and actually deal with serious subject matter like death, but no one wants to do it anymore. So, guys, at the end of the day, I liked Swapped. I do have some issues with it, but I liked it. I definitely would have preferred it if they hadn't, done all the cop outs and stuff. And the story does get a little repetitive, but there's great animation in it, heartfelt messages. The two leads were, great together. Their back and forth was entertaining, but also led to something. And the story, I think, is pretty top notch overall. I'm going to give Swapped an 8. Well, that's all the time I have for today. Please look forward to more videos real soon. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Please also subscribe if you're new to the channel. Please don't forget, I also have a secondary channel where I do gaming content. Please go check it out. And as per usual, please remember, the Bradetsky will return.